Welcome to the University of Maine's 216th Commencement. Our program will begin in just a few minutes. Please note that emergency exit doors are located in the east and west main lobbies and the north and south ends of the arena concourse. They are designated by red exit signs. For medical assistance, please refer to the first aid station located behind section FFF. In the event of an emergency, please exit in a calm and orderly fashion and follow the directions of the ushers and other event personnel. Each ceremony lasts approximately up to 2.5 hours. Out of respect for all participating graduates, we kindly ask that students and their guests stay for the duration of the ceremony, which begins today with Aaron Copeland's Fanfare for the Common Man, performed by the University of Maine Ceremonial Brass. Please rise and give your attention to this musical presentation, which announces the entrance of the class of 2018.
Good afternoon. I am Susan Hunter, President of the University of Maine. Welcome to the 216th Commencement. Please remain standing as UMaine graduating senior Dana Douglas, a music education major, performs our national anthem.
Say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets with glare, the bombs bursting in air, give proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. This day is a milestone for each member of the University of Maine class of 2018. You now join more than 109,000 deeply loyal alumni who have improved the world around them. Each and every one of those individuals chose UMaine for a distinct reason. All followed through with their commitment to the institution and to themselves by earning a degree. They include students and their families who have been UMaine graduates for generations. Today, for example, fourth-generation Black Bears will receive their diplomas. They are part of UMaine's more than 150-year legacy as a leader of education and innovation for the state of Maine and beyond. Since the university opened its doors in 1865, its statewide mission and commitment to providing high-quality, affordable education have stood the test of time. We conduct research and scholarship critically evaluated within the disciplines, often leading to national and international recognition. And we conduct outreach that is connected to and supportive of the people and the enterprises of the state of Maine. And in doing all of this, we insert students in real-world enterprises to inform their academic work and provide incredible growth opportunities. And I believe that in many cases, it is in those engagement opportunities where true passion is discovered. This is a wonderful university that has a critical leadership role in Maine and beyond. It is with great pride that I remind you that this 153-year-old institution is now forever a part of your identity, just as you are the legacy of the University of Maine. Congratulations. Graduating students know better than anyone how challenging it would have been to reach this wonderful moment without the encouragement and support of your family and friends. They too are an important part of this celebration. At this time, I would like to ask all the family members and friends of graduates joining us here today to stand so that we may all thank you. Please be seated. I would like to take just a moment to introduce members of the stage party. Please hold your applause until all of them stand. Class of 2018 valedictorian Graham Van Goffrier. Class of 2018 salutatorian Brianna DeGon. University of Maine Alumni Association Chair-elect Julia Muncy. University of Maine System Board of Trustee, Retired Admiral Gregory Johnson. Vice President for Student Life and Dean of Students, Dr. Robert Dana. Distinguished Maine Professor, Dr. Frank Drummond. Executive Vice President for Academic Affairs and Provost, Dr. Jeffrey Hecker. Vice President for Research and Dean of the Graduate School, Dr. Cody Vavaramian. Faculty Senate President, Michael Scott. And commencement speaker, Senator Susan Collins. So my sincere thanks to each of them for participating in today's ceremony. Every year, the university celebrates the achievements of our inspiring faculty through several awards. The University of Maine names 3 Presidential Award winners for outstanding teaching, research and creative achievement, and public service achievement. As I call your names, please rise and remain standing. Dr. Senthil Vel, the Presidential Outstanding Teaching Award. Dr. Yang Chen, Outstanding Research and Creative Achievement Award. Dr. Ivan Fernandez, the Presidential Public Service Achievement Award. Thank you. The accomplishments of these 3 outstanding faculty members are in your program, and we honored them at a luncheon just before this ceremony. I now ask that all the faculty stand so that we can express our appreciation for their wonderful work in mentoring our students to success. Thank you. Each year, the University of Maine Alumni Association names the University of Maine Distinguished Maine Professor. At this time, I ask 2018 Distinguished Maine Professor, Dr. Frank Drummond, to offer greetings on behalf of the University of Maine faculty.
It is a beautiful day. Welcome, students, parents, family, staff, and faculty. I love this place, and I love graduation. It's a special time, both spring and graduation coming together. You have arrived. I study insects. I try to solve pest problems for farmers and demonstrate the important beneficial roles of insects, such as bees. I teach insect science. Some might think this is a strange course to teach, but insects are the most abundant and species-rich group of animals on the planet. They are found everywhere, even on Antarctica. Everywhere except the deep subsurface oceans. So what life lessons do the most successful animals on Earth have for the class of 2018? I'm sure you want me to tell you, right? Of course you do. So, curiosity. The eastern carpenter bee is curious by nature. It's not unusual for the male carpenter bee, upon discovering you in his territory, to fly and hover only inches from your face. The good news is that he doesn't sting. And if you take a stone and throw it, he'll chase it. This enhances his chances of finding a mate. So the message for you is never bridle your curiosity. It's what keeps us engaged, keeps us learning new things and meeting new people. Family and friends. More than 15,000 insect species have evolved a social way of life. Ants, bees, termites have taken this to the ultimate height, living in families with tens of thousands to millions of brothers and sisters and cousins. Like us, they are so successful that they can dominate an ecosystem. The Maine invader, the European red ant, shares defense, rearing of young, securing of food, and when crowded, they even form villages of colonies that host guests and share resources. The message to you is cherish your family and friends. It is within your social network that you will find comfort, love, protection from hard times. The ants and bees have been doing this successfully for 85 million years. Listen, always listen. Honeybees practice consensus building. When looking for a new home called swarming, the colony sends out scouts to investigate new abodes. When the scouts come back, they dance to communicate the distance, direction, and the quality of their new home. More scouts follow the directions to the most promising homes, and when they come back, they dance if they agree with the choice. Eventually, a consensus is reached by listening to the dance, and the family of 30,000 or so and their mother go to their new home, the best in the region. The message to you is listen to your friends, colleagues, and partners before embarking on a life-changing decision. A few other lessons. Number one, keep learning as you age, say the honeybees. The sages are the masters of complexity. Appreciate diversity, say the 189 species of spiders, buffering the down east blueberry barrens from insect attack. Never quest for silver bullet solutions to problems, say the Colorado potato beetles, that have taught us many savage lessons. Only holistic, multi-pronged solutions endure. 4, change is normal. Some good, some bad. But even bad can turn around, says the comeback kid, the once almost extinct yellow-banded bumblebee. And 5, never give up. I've studied hundreds of insect species. None have given up their destiny to grow, to learn, survive, and procreate. So, go forth, class of 2018, and in this phase of your metamorphosis, use your new wings acquired at our great university to prosper and enjoy life. Thank you.
Thank you, Frank, and congratulations again on being named this year's Distinguished Maine Professor. To welcome the class of 2018, I'm now pleased to introduce Julia Muncy, Chair-elect of the University of Maine Alumni Association's Board of Directors. Julia graduated from UMaine with a bachelor's degree in university studies in 2002. After earning her degree, Julia joined the Greater Bangor Convention and Visitors Bureau as a marketing specialist. She has since held positions in public relations, marketing, and sales at Collabric, Oxford Networks, and Doherty Project Management. Julia now serves as Director of Membership and Corporate Development at the Maine International Trade Center. Julia comes from a long line of black bears dating back to the early 1900s, so please welcome Julia Muncy.
Thank you very much, President Hunter. Senator Collins, President Hunter, distinguished guests, faculty, family, and friends, and of course, the reason we're all here today, our graduates. I'm honored to be here today representing the University of Maine Alumni Association. Congratulations to everyone who will be walking across the stage today. You have all worked very hard to get to this point, and we are very excited to celebrate with you. How many of you know the words to the Stein song? Not the Fill the Steins part. You can partake in that later if you wish. But the part that says, "To Maine, our alma mater, the college of our hearts always." Those words are relevant today because you are not just a black bear until you grab your diploma and walk out the door, but forever. That is why the Alumni Association exists. We strive to create an environment for alumni to remain connected to the institution and to each other, and to continue to build upon the experiences and relationships with those that share the common bond of having spent time on this beautiful campus. This bond thrives with the 109,000 alumni that live throughout Maine, the United States, and 112 countries around the world. We work hard to keep people connected and informed about the fantastic work that is being done here on campus, from groundbreaking research to world-class cultural events. We do this in many forms, from our Maine Alumni magazine and website content, through social media, and many social and networking events held throughout the country. In addition to our outreach and network building, we spend a lot of time working as advocates, both on behalf of the university and as your voice to share thoughts and opinions back to the university leadership. The only way for us to be successful, and ultimately for the university to succeed, is for all of us to remain engaged and committed to the continued success of this institution. On your seat today is a small bag of UMaine memorabilia. Inside the bag is a card that has your new alumni pin on it. Wear the pin, show your black bear pride, but more importantly, connect with us. The card has information on how to do that through social media and email. We want to hear from you, and we want to hear about all of the amazing things that you're up to. We also want to let you know about events in your area and to share news about your classmates and other Black Bear alumni. As you head off into the next stage of your lives, cherish your time here. Wear your alumni pin. Put an alumni sticker on your car. Be proud of all that you have accomplished at UMaine, but most importantly, stay in touch. And remember, the college of our hearts always. Congratulations and good luck with your future endeavors.
The University of Maine System Board of Trustees oversees the management and operations of the University of Maine system with its 7 member campuses, including this flagship campus. It is a pleasure to have with us today retired Admiral Gregory Johnson of Harpswell, Maine. He is a native of the Aroostook County town of Westmoreland and a 1968 UMaine graduate. He was commissioned as an officer in 1969 and designated a naval aviator in 1970. During a 36-year military career, Admiral Johnson rose to the rank of 4-star admiral, the highest level of command in the U.S. Navy. Admiral Johnson's assignments included Senior Military Assistant to the Secretary of Defense, Commander of Carrier Group 8, USS Theodore Roosevelt, and Commander-in-Chief, U.S. Atlantic Fleet Staff. In 2001, Admiral Johnson was appointed Commander of U.S. Naval Forces Europe and Africa and Commander-in-Chief, Allied Forces Southern Europe. In that role, he was responsible for naval operations in 91 countries. Since retiring from the Navy and returning home to Maine, Admiral Johnson has established Snow Ridge Associates which provides strategic advice and counsel. He also serves on the boards of several organizations that tap his security, leadership, and planning expertise. Admiral Johnson is also a dedicated alumni volunteer and a community leader in his adopted hometown of Harpswell. Please join me in welcoming Trustee Johnson. As high as it goes. Is that okay?
Great, thank you. Senator Collins, President Hunter, distinguished guests, parents, family members, faculty, staff, and most importantly, our guests of honor this afternoon, the soon-to-be graduates, greetings and good afternoon. It is a privilege and honor to be with you to formally celebrate this milestone accomplishment, the awarding of your hard-earned bachelor degrees. On behalf of the Board of Trustees, I commend you on your accomplishments, offer my congratulations, and wish you well as you step out into the post-college world and begin your career in a global environment that is in a state of change at an ever-increasing pace. I extend congratulations and appreciation to parents, families, faculty, and staff who have helped the class of 2018 arrive at this milestone day. Parents and families, your sacrifice and support are recognized and greatly appreciated. The selfless dedication and support provided by the UMaine faculty and staff are also recognized, and we are blessed to have that level of dedication on the UMaine campus being focused on student success under President Hunter's inspiring leadership. Speaking of President Hunter, on behalf of the Board of Trustees and the entire University of Maine system community, I want to recognize her rich legacy of high accomplishment at all levels of leadership, from tenured faculty to president. It is a legacy of selfless service that we would all do well to try to emulate and will serve as a strong foundation to build the University of Maine of the future. President Hunter, we thank you and wish you fair winds and following seas in all of your future endeavors. Thank you. Well, I have to say President Hunter is a hard act to follow, but actually we do have the act here this afternoon that can follow her, and that is all of you sitting out there. And I think I was a bit mistaken when I said reaching your bachelor's degrees, because I participated in the graduate school graduation yesterday, but I didn't realize that you would also be here today. So it's not just bachelor's degrees, it's master's degrees and doctorate degrees as well. But anyway, graduates, as noted earlier, you are stepping onto a world stage that is changing at an ever-accelerating pace. While it is variously referred to as an information age or the knowledge economy, it is clearly an environment in which information, services, and technology are intertwined in new and transformative ways at an increasingly rapid pace. It is characterized by such things as big data analytics, artificial intelligence, machine learning, genomics, supercomputing, and so on. Recent studies, such as the Chronicle of Higher Education's The Future of Work, predict those of you graduating today may hold 6 to 8 different jobs throughout your career. Some of the professions you may be entering will no longer exist in 10 or 15 years. Given this rapid rate of change, you will have to be lifelong learners to keep pace. It also means the Academy will have to change at a comparable rate to make sure that it sends future students into this rapidly changing world with competitive skill sets. For instance, in reading that study, it noted that one of the most important discriminators for those of you entering the job market today, whether your degree is in engineering, bioscience, computer science, social science, or the humanities, is to have a basic understanding of coding. And how many of you graduating today took a course in coding? You now possess a degree from Maine's only flagship land-grant, sea-grant research university. The degree will be your trip ticket into today's complex, rapidly changing world, and it will serve you well. Be ever mindful of that legacy and do all you can, along with the more than I have on my notes here, 107,000, but I noticed that President Hunter used 109,000, because there's 2,000 more of you now, fellow alums, to make sure Maine continues the successes of the past 150 plus years, advancing the economic well-being of the state and each of its 1.3 million citizens. It's an exciting challenge, and one in which I know each of you will excel. Go forward with great confidence and do good. The opportunities are abundant, challenging, and exciting. You will succeed, and you, your families, your communities, the state, and our nation will be better for it. Graduates, I wish you fair winds and following seas on whichever body of water your career sails. Thank you.
It is truly a special event for the University of Maine to bestow honorary doctorates. The Doctor of Humane Letters is an honorary degree given in recognition of exceptional contributions to society, scholarship, or the arts. This morning, we were proud to award the 2018 honorary doctorate to Mary Cathcart. Her full biography is in her program, but I'll now share with you some highlights of Mary's remarkable life. She served 4 terms in the State Senate and 3 terms in the Maine House of Representatives. She chaired the Joint Select Committee on Research and Development, where her leadership and advocacy resulted in the first substantial investment in research and development by the state of Maine with the creation of the Maine Economic Improvement Fund. These programs and subsequent support for Maine-based R&D initiatives advanced UMaine as a modern research university. Mary also chaired the U.S. Commission on Child and Family Welfare and the New England Board of Higher Education. In 2004, Mary joined UMaine's Margaret Chase Smith Policy Center. Beginning in 2009, she launched Maine New Leadership, a program that educates, engages, and empowers undergraduate women to take on civic and political leadership. Mary's many honors include induction into the Maine Women's Hall of Fame. Let's give Mary a round of applause in absentia. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now my distinct pleasure to introduce our commencement speaker, Senator Susan Collins. Her full biography is in your program, but let me share some highlights of her remarkable career. Susan Collins was first elected to the U.S. Senate in 1996. She ranks 14th in Senate seniority and is the most senior Republican woman. Senator Collins chairs the Senate Aging Committee and the Transportation, Housing, and Urban Development Appropriations Subcommittee. She also serves on the Intelligence Committee and the Health, Education, Labor, and Pensions Committee. Senator Collins has earned a national reputation for working across party lines. In 2004, she co-authored landmark legislation overhauling the nation's intelligence community, improving its effectiveness while protecting civil liberties. For the last 4 consecutive years, Senator Collins has ranked as the most bipartisan member of the U.S. Senate. Known for her Maine work ethic, Senator Collins has never missed a roll call vote, casting more than 6,600. Please join me in welcoming Senator Susan Collins.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much, President Hunter, and thank you all for such a warm welcome. trustees, faculty and staff, alumni, families and friends, and most of all, graduates. I am so honored to join you today. This is a day of transition and gratitude. So as President Hunter transitions to a new phase of her life of remarkable accomplishments, let me express the gratitude felt across Maine for her nearly 3 decades of service to higher education. Under her leadership, Maine has recruited its largest incoming class, the most out-of-state students ever, and had the biggest fundraising year in its history. So my question is, why did we wait so long to have a woman in charge? President Hunter, I am truly so honored to be part of your final commencement. Your compass was always true, and we do thank you. At this morning's commencement, my nephew, Adam Collins, received his diploma. 102 years ago, his great-grandfather, Sam Collins, was in his cap and gown as a member of the class of 1916. In between came Adam's grandparents, that's my parents, as well as an aunt and his 2 sisters. That's 4 generations of University of Maine graduates in my family, and we're very proud of that tradition. And I know that there are so many other Maine families with similar traditions and pride in this great school. It is also such an honor to be here with Admiral Greg Johnson, a fellow native of the county. Knowing that I am one of the few things standing between you graduates and your diplomas, I want to offer 5 thoughts quickly as you reflect upon this momentous occasion. First, be proud of all you've accomplished. You did it. As a college graduate, you will be well positioned for success in this fast-changing world. Second, be loyal to this great institution once you leave. Whether you come from a long line of black bears or you're a first-generation graduate, you are heirs to a great tradition. From its founding in 1865 as one of America's early land-grant colleges, Maine continues to remain true to its mission. While college costs across the country continue to soar, the University of Maine continues to present its students with great value. The excellent facilities that you've enjoyed here have been paid for by generous donors and taxpayers, many of whom will never step foot on this campus. The incredible faculty and extraordinary staff who have advanced your education could very well be somewhere else and likely earning more money. But you have received a first-rate education at a reasonable cost. Your support for your alma mater through your spirit, your loyalty, and your generosity will help other students have this same wonderful opportunity. My third message is stay in touch with your friends. You'll discover that this can be challenging in the coming years when many of these people will no longer be a short walk away from you. The special bonds that you've made here are ones that can last a lifetime, but only if you make the effort. Your parents may well have told you that although the days are sometimes long, the years fly by. That is so true. Take the time to maintain the wonderful friendships that you have built here within the campus community. Fourth, become an active citizen. We need you to engage with your communities and at all levels of government. It would seem these days that our ability to work together to solve problems is hitting modern lows. And similarly, our ability to have a civil debate or even a civil conversation is on the wane as well. As graduates of this great university, you have a key role to play in restoring the high ideals of civil discourse. Courage, civility, principles, and even wit are increasingly rare commodities in our discourse today. We see this disturbing trend in Washington, but we see it also in our own communities. Sitting down with those who are on the opposite side of an issue, figuring out what matters most to each side, negotiating in good faith, and attempting to reach solutions, are actions often vilified by hardliners on both the far left and the far right. It may seem woefully out of fashion, but I believe that choosing civility and pursuing compromise can yield tremendous results that strengthen our communities and sustain our democratic institutions. Fixing problems rather than affixing blame does not happen by chance. It takes deliberate, thoughtful actions. In this age of technology with instantaneous communications, the power to divide, to belittle and bully, and to cause misery is in everyone's hands. The sheer ugliness so commonly seen on social media is evidence of the anonymous tyrants who can ruin lives with crude insults and cruel gossip. Beware of assuming that everything you read on the internet is true, and fight back by questioning falsehoods, condemning cruelty, and elevating the debate in this country. Choose your words and your actions carefully. Take the time to listen thoughtfully and aim to find opportunities for cooperation. I urge you to get involved in your communities and to be open to new ideas and new knowledge. You'll find that seeking common ground doesn't have to mean ceding all of the ground that you're standing on. Rather, it can lead to discovering different ways of thinking, new friendships that you never would have envisioned, and fruitful frontiers. You may even discover that that person with the opposing view occasionally has some valid points worth listening to. Fifth, and finally, whatever it is that you want to do, go for it. Be a risk taker. Step out of your comfort zone. Believe in yourself. I would never have had the honor of representing Maine in the United States Senate if I hadn't pursued my dream of serving the people of Maine. Sometimes you succeed, and sometimes you will fall short, as I did when I ran for governor in 1994. But if you work hard, persevere, and believe in yourself, you will achieve your goals just as you did in earning your diploma. From the ancient fortune tellers to the horoscopes in today's newspapers, we humans have long been tempted by the illusion, the easy excuse for failure, that we are ruled by destiny in a system that is rigged for a certain outcome. Well, as Stephen Hawking once said, I have noticed that even those who assert that everything is predestined and that we can change nothing about it still look both ways before crossing the street. You control your destiny. Your future will be affected by the decisions that you make. Your communities will be better for your involvement. Graduates, a UMaine diploma represents a great many things, not the least of which is the personal responsibility you have chosen as your path. Let it be known that you are not ruled by the stars. Rather, you aim for the stars. Congratulations, class of 2018. Godspeed and good luck to you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator Collins, for sharing your worldview from your inspirational perspective. And on a personal note, thank you for agreeing to my invitation to be the commencement speaker at my last commencement. It is customary at commencement to honor the top students in our graduating class, the valedictorian and the salutatorian. Their full biographies are in your program, but let me give you a couple highlights of their outstanding academic careers. The valedictorian is Graham Van Goffrier of Norwell, Massachusetts. He majored in physics with minors in electrical engineering, mathematics, and nanotechnology. In addition to a bachelor's degree, he also received a master's degree in electrical engineering, both earned during his 4 years at UMaine. Graham was one of 240 outstanding sophomores and juniors nationwide to receive a Goldwater Scholarship. He has spent summers at UMaine laboratories involved in research ranging from simulation of surface acoustic wave sensor devices to the visualization of string theory. Last summer, he was at the European Organization for Nuclear Research, the Particle Accelerator facility in Switzerland. In October, Graham will enter the MAST program in Applied Mathematics at Cambridge University, which includes 1 year of self-driven coursework designed to encourage independent study skills in preparation for further research. He plans to pursue a PhD program in theoretical physics the following year. Please congratulate Graham, who received his diploma in the morning ceremony. Salutatorian Brianna Degan of Turner, Maine, majored in bioengineering with a minor in business administration. She also is the outstanding graduating student in the College of Engineering. As a member of UMaine's women's track and field team, Brianna's personal best throw of 36.99 meters in the javelin ranks 7th best in program history. Brianna was one of 127 sophomores nationwide to be selected as an Ernest F. Hollings undergraduate scholar and spent last summer doing water quality research on the Kennebunk River watershed for NOAA. Brianna also interned with IDEX Laboratories in Westbrook, Maine, working in research and development on veterinary diagnostic devices. Brianna has been accepted into UMaine's MBA program for the fall and may return to the track team. Brianna, please come forward to be the first member of the College of Engineering to receive your degree. You will note that many students here have academic regalia that includes a medallion with a white ribbon. These students will graduate from UMaine's Honors College, one of the oldest programs of its kind in the country. In addition to satisfying all other graduation requirements and participating in honors courses, each of these students researched and wrote an honors thesis and then successfully defended it before a faculty committee. I ask that the Honors College graduates please stand. This year, for the first time, students also are being recognized with Engaged Black Bear Cords. These students distinguish themselves in community-engaged leadership, and I ask the Engaged Black Bear students to please stand. Thank you. Military training has been part of the University of Maine for more than 140 years. Each spring, the commissioning of officers into the Army, Navy, and Marine Corps is a time-honored tradition. These programs help students develop self-esteem, self-discipline, physical stamina, skills in teamwork and management, and other qualities essential to success. The battalion staff draw from their decades of valuable experience to teach these cadets what it means to be a leader in today's modern military. I ask that the ROTC graduates and their cadre team please stand. And now for the very reason we're here today. I call on University of Maine's Executive Vice President for Academic Affairs and Provost, Dr. Jeffrey Hecker.
Will all candidates for the doctoral degree please rise? President Hunter, these students are candidates for Doctor of Philosophy degrees. They have completed all university requirements and come properly recommended by the faculty and duly approved by the Board of Trustees. I have the honor of presenting them to you so that they may have their doctoral degrees conferred upon them.
On behalf of the trustees of the University of Maine system and in accordance with the authority vested in me, I hereby confer upon each of you the doctoral degree, the highest of academic degrees. In testimony of this act, please come forward to be hooded and receive your diploma. Dr. Cody Vavaramian, the Vice President for Research and Dean of the Graduate School, will announce the candidates.
Jessica Lynn Pease, Doctor of Philosophy in Biochemistry and Molecular Biology, advised by Dr. Ian Bricknell. Sarah Alamer, Doctor of Philosophy in Biomedical Science, advised by Dr. Robert Gunderson. Eliza Gerlakova-Duzevic, Doctor of Philosophy in Biomedical Science, advised by Dr. Ling Kao. Siramula Pulagura, Doctor of Philosophy in Biomedical Science, advised by Dr. Robert Brown. Lisa Weeks, Doctor of Philosophy in Chemical Engineering, advised by Dr. Douglas Bousville. Musi Beyene, Doctor of Philosophy in Civil Engineering, advised by Dr. Shalene Jain. Kimberly Rain Noel Ewing Minor, Doctor of Philosophy in Earth and Climate Sciences, advised by Dr. Carl Cruz. John He, Doctor of Philosophy in Ecology and Environmental Sciences, advised by Dr. John Jun Howe. Kisei Roy Tanaka, Doctor of Philosophy in Ecology and Environmental Sciences, advised by Dr. Yang Chen. Praveen Gunturi, Doctor of Philosophy in Electrical and Computer Engineering, advised by Dr. David Koteki. Anin Maske, Doctor of Philosophy in Electrical and Computer Engineering, advised by Dr. Mauricio Pereira da Cunha. Shuwei Du, Doctor of Philosophy in Food and Nutrition Sciences, advised by Dr. Angela Miracle. Adesir Lasekan, Doctor of Philosophy in Food and Nutrition Sciences, advised by Dr. Balukeswar Nayak. Erwin Adame Quintela, Doctor of Philosophy in Food and Nutrition Sciences, advised by Dr. Vivian Wu. Bethany Lauren Munoz, Doctor of Philosophy in Forest Resources, advised by Dr. Aaron Whiteskittle and Dr. Laura Kennefic. Lu Wong, Doctor of Philosophy in Forest Resources, advised by Dr. Douglas Gardner. Deborah Ann Aramita, Doctor of Philosophy in Interdisciplinary Studies, co-advised by Dr. Anne Sosong and Dr. Patricia Poirier. Alexa Marie Dayton, Doctor of Philosophy in Interdisciplinary Studies, co-advised by Dr. Yang Chen and Dr. Jenny Sun, hooded by Dr. Yang Chen. Robert Benish, Doctor of Philosophy in Marine Biology, advised by Dr. Yang Chen. Bai Li, Doctor of Philosophy in Marine Biology, advised by Dr. Yang Chen. Betsy Lynn Barber, Doctor of Philosophy in Wildlife Ecology, advised by Dr. Joseph Zaidesky.
Will the baccalaureate degree candidates please rise? That's you all. Thank you. President Hunter, upon completion of all requirements, these students will be recommended by the faculty and approved by the Board of Trustees. I have the honor of presenting them to you so that they may have their respective degrees conferred upon them.
On behalf of the trustees of the University of Maine system and in accordance with the authority vested in me, I hereby confer upon each of you the degree for which you have been recommended. Now, in order to symbolically reflect this conferral, please move your tassel from right to left. In testimony of this act, will each of you please come forward, one row at a time, upon signal from the university marshals. All others should please be seated.
The College of Natural Sciences, Forestry and Agriculture, Dean Fred Cervello. Savannah Elizabeth Soika. Ashley Nicole Susi. Audrey Victoria Hoyle. Randy Allen Bosquet. Emily Nicole Marie Dowman. Samuel Turner Mildrum. Jackson Foley. Ashley Gabula. Brittany Ann White. Nicholas James Carlson. Christian Zwerner. Danielle Elizabeth Calandra. Erin Kendall Brown. Kaylee Wells Greco. Alyssa Jane Jones. Matthew Oberholzer. Courtney Lee Emerson. Isaiah Nathaniel Mansur. Stephen Tom Jackson. James Edward Barry. Emmett William Edward Norton. Chaya Mali Karunasari. Jacqueline Rose McCallum. Anna Nicole Landry. Thomas James Petty. Matthew Joseph McKenney. Christopher Kavanaugh Grennan. Hannah Jade Postel. Serena Kristen Toothaker. Joseph Angelo Sirocco. Renee Audrey Stronach. Emily Marie Callahan. Samuel Joseph Chamberlain. Faith Ann Perez. Chloe Elizabeth Gray. Melody Marie Joliet. Anastasia M. Doherty. Nicole Lynn Fletcher. Janelle Sarah Gordon. Cody Lloyd Alexander. Bailey Catherine St. Pierre. Michaela Alexis McCormick. Emmeline Alma Holyoke. Duk Nyok Hong Nguyen. Garrett A. Boardway. Emily G. Searway. Fatima B. Conte. Julie Orego. Jacob Charles Demosthenes. Olivia Amber Watson. Casey Lynn Rogers. Emily Parker Barrell. Caitlin Elizabeth Plourde. Megan Delia Bateman. Haley Julia Leonard. Sylvia Nimbura Manya. Madeline Elsie Good. Jessica P. Rule. Tony Ann M. Eccles. Emily Isabel Hers. Jessica L. Carpa. Caroline Margaret Spangenberg. Marybeth Catherine Samoski. Grace Ann Cullinane. Sarah Rose Vince. Arlene M. Kellman. Alexander Joel Chandler. Brittany Diane Stewart. Kiana Marie Yardley. Kayla Marie DuPont. John Henry Moore. Robert James Cox. Mackenzie Marie Granger. David Connors. Casey A. Fournier. Nathan Anthony Skavorak. William Raymond Amon. Laura Jean Whitney. Clara Alice Irvine. Cammie Ray Daly. Alicia Hillary Young. Alyssa Gabrielle Marini. Aspen Elizabeth Kraushar. Mallory Alexia Morris. Kellyanne Nemec. Jade Elizabeth Christensen. Carolyn Marie Ryan. Alicia Lynn Miller. Brianna Ashley Jarvis. Emily Lauren Staubel. Kelly Lynn Desjardins. Bridget Madeline Milliken. Maggie Jean Drinkwater. Joellen Loring Jameson. Megan Jean Grass. Megan Elizabeth Weed. Cassidy Elizabeth Seeley. Kayla Lynn Gray. Megan Lee Pike. Emmett Gray Marini Heath. Elijah Payne Martin. Ethan John Canton. Trevor John Richard Lassard. Jacob Hunter Moulton. Katie L. Golias. Samantha Ann Clark. Lubette Jeanette Takei. Hannah Carly Sherman. Elizabeth C. Natsios. Janaea Ann Loftus. Rachel Loria Preble. Morgan Stoddard Jacobs. Sarah Ann Basquez. Jasmine Cheyenne Miller. Hannah Paige Jarrett. Hannah Elizabeth Connors. Elena Lillian Ford. Sydney Lee Scott. Alexandra Eileen Morris. Kaylee Eileen Connolly. Elizabeth Caitlin Bean. Erin Catherine Coughlin. Megan Elizabeth Magoon Littlejohns. Lauren Nicole Guptill. Brendan John Joyce. Aaron Doran. Elizabeth Ricker Ayotte. Hannah Paige Meloto. Tyler Parker Pollock. Cynthia Ruth Carpenter. Juliana Smith Bilodeau. Tyler Akers Hohenstein. Michaela Dawn McFetridge. Sarah Mae Shepard. Brian Michael Volkernick. Christopher Frank Polano. Samuel Richard Kusha. James Henry Hirschkel. Christopher James Gilbert. Trent Campbell Tessier. Natalia Andrea Perez. Rebecca Ann Gooley. Lori Mae Carlos. Samantha K. Parati. Chelsea Taylor Gunlack. Alexander John Bollier. Angela Jean Langless. Lindsay Elizabeth Robbins. Nicolette Lillian Malfitano. Caitlin Dorothy Kerr. Victoria Lynn Sorrentino. Andrew Mitchell Hatch. Jamie Elizabeth Bolus. Audrey Christine Garcia. Jake William Willows. Savannah Amy Mae Swain. Tyler John Lang. Dakota Isaac Russo. Frances Ellen Kimball. Ashley Lynn Cooper. Maya Kanoffel. Brooklyn Marie Gingras. Jordan Marcus Scoville. Brian John Sullivan. Taylor Dawn Lanham. Lila Grace Oland. Emily Lynn Hebert. Jeffrey Allen Parsons. Yan Lin Feng. Jessica J. Pollard. Mitchell Tyler Roski. Christopher Michael Belanger. Stephanie Elizabeth Anderson. Samuel Cross. Todd Christopher Kindler. Kenneth James Rutledge. Emma Nicole Fournier. Nicole Hofacker. Julia Elizabeth Kugel. Amanda Marie Hoffman. Naya Paige Chittock. Darcy Renee Frazier. Sophia Kaylee Avis Dow. Marisa Renee Jolliker. Rebecca Ann Dalrymple. Lisa Langley Nutter. Eric Edmund Byrne. Gregory Charles Polkin. Abigail Lynn Shaughnessy. Rihanna Lynn Plourde. Kelsey Marie Rose. Jessica Catherine DiBenedetto. Madison Renee Hurley. Alicia Sarah Girardin. Michaela Paige Mayberry. Eric Logan Lavasser. Christian Matthew Stock. Samuel Blue Donnelly. Christy Rose Severson. Kendra Ann Ridley. Madison O'Neill Cummings. L.J. Vertulo. Taylor Lynn Landry. Josie Mariah Heath. Hannah M. Folger. Nicole Suzanne Chadwick. Alexis May Young. Ava Sonia Lehman. Haley Marie Horton. Kaylee Jean Southworth. Sarah Elizabeth McGee. Alexandra Marie Harnden. Jillian Elizabeth Kerwin. Amanda Lee Hughes. Samantha Vian Frank. Shannon Renee Sutton. Cassidy Emery Fielding. Caitlin Anna Doobie. Nicolette Ann Curran. Kayla May Meserve. Haley Elizabeth Bisson. Jillian Diane Larry. Rebecca Ann Romick. Erin Marie Lyons. Emily Gertrude Hayes. Summer Holly Cotter. Jocelyn Leonard St. Jean. Sarah Catherine Plunkett. Tyler Evan Lackady. Cassandra Marie Andriotti. Allison Susan Marie Leclerc. Molly Ann Rose Wapiski. Courtney Paula McGeckran. Sophie Dana Whitkus. Kate Elizabeth Blyer. Kaylee Jo Denise Brown. Grace Kathleen Kavanaugh. Kylie Elizabeth Tierney. Quinn Carey. Miriam Kashkuli. Good. Cheyenne Marie Barnes. Natasha Marie Molina. Brianna Marie Gerhard. Amanda Rose Brainerd. Ryan Nicole Bergeron. Brianna Marilyn Upton. Felicia E. Cusato. Deirdre Charlotte Layton. Gregory Dean Walton. Powell Alexander Rutkowski. Andrew J. Christ. Alexis Marie Teed. Amelia Jean Wood. Lindsay Lauren Hoop. Madeline Grace Bailey. Rachel Mary Stronach. Sarah Putnam Boomer. Kayla Bell Gonyer. Haley Rose Smith. Rebecca Ann Boomer. Christina Carolyn Reichel. Michael Joseph McCormick. Benjamin James Lindsay. Clifford John Hollinger. Natasha Mack Walters. Christina Elizabeth Nelson. Molly Ann Mason. Olivia Megan Poulin. Mariah Scott Carroll. Brooke Catherine McLaughlin. Devin Rose Goodine. Rebecca Marie Lord. Megan Mackenzie O'Neill. Leah Marie Orsini. Jocelyn Rita Shuzda. Carrie Ann Milner. Ashley Mary Catherine Olson. Anna Nicole Menini. Ivy Hemingway Mittman. Jade Brian Dara. Matea Dawn Harton. Nicole Ann Miller. Kurt Daniel Pike. Lindley Ann Wakeland. Meredith Nicole Roderka. Riley May Davis. Sable Ann Altvader. Tyler Emery Conant. Zachary Tyler Dean. Keith Parker. Dylan Michael Ettridge. Colton Rierick Downey. Alyssa Jasmine Curtis. Molly Deanna Bisson. Haley Ann Nicholas. Victoria Paige Catone. Emily Jo Gray. Cassandra Jane Butler. Savannah Lynn Haynes. Robert Harris Baker. Andrew E. Kraus. Ella Marin Chapman. Jacob Joseph Soul. Benjamin Eric Aldrich. Elizabeth Ann Damon. Innocent Okechola. Freeman Lachlan Short. Brendan Philip Carey. Spencer Robert Kelly. Christian Anthony Gennard. Nathan Howard Gilbert. Noah Francis Carpenter. Tennille Kidley, Matthew Michael McCaslin, John Brewster Clark, Tyler Daniel Everett, Victoria Maria Hernandez, Monica Catherine Winslow, Katie Mae Kaplinger, Seneca Blake Stevens, Evan Ross Nahor, Corey Arthur Ridley, Brian V. Renfro, Jack Dean Houts, Tyler Edward Nicoletti, Sean Ducker, Forrest Leon Miller, Abigail Marie Baker Glidden, Nathaniel George Cole, Charles James Giamarco, Andrew Joseph Martell, Samantha Emily Newton, Danielle Louise St. Pierre, Jessica Marie Wood, Elizabeth Hawkins, Lucas W. Govert, Robert Maskel Lemieux, Andrew Brayton Morehouse, Richard William Fredericks II, Nathan Corbin, Kinsey Ryan Shepard, Benjamin Philippe Thorne, Claire Elaine Briggs, Caitlin Shirley Salter, Erin Anissa Iverson, Gretchen Marie Spencer, Victoria Nicole Leidick, Eli Marshall Bishop, Peter Duncan Roy, James Leake, Abigail Jocelyn Bennett, Ryan Scott Brand, Brianna Nicole Littlefield, Angela Hallowell, Shay Lynn Horrigan, Maria Kafia Bolya, Patrick Sterling Auren, Nolan Louis Bonamano, Emily Ann Craig, Russell William Wilson, Philip McLeod Stewart, Cassandra Johnson, Sarah Morgan Silvernail, Caitlin Ann Manning, Hussein Syed, Helen Ruth Reese, Mimi Lyon Edmondson, Christina Ann Ribka, Catherine Rose Piper, Sabrina Lynn DiPietro, Sadie Mae Ferreira, Megan Elizabeth Davies, Samantha Bird Netto, Chase Lee Maine, Trevor James Marin, Hannah Seward Smith, Abigail Finney Smith. Taryn Rain Gibberti. Rachel Renee Howland. Olivia Suzanne Nicole. Stephen Paul Wabel II. Corey Philip Johnson. Ian Lang Warner. Jennifer Suzanne Field. Jessica Rachel LaPlante. Allison Marie Redkay. Nicholas John Kovalik. Spencer Christian DeBrock. Molly Elizabeth Westbrook. Jessima Ranney. Alexandra Louise Dyer. Amanda Nicole Barberi. Tashana Lee Spellin. Edward Daniel Medeiros. Julius Dominic Spaltro. Corey A. Halliday. Jasmine Marlena Walker. Jacqueline Kyla Walsh. Christina Marie Fluckager. Chelsea B. Mitchell. Catherine S. Lasden. Joshua Ryan Cook. Thomas John Capellas. Kevin Robert Klein. Maria Pomenova. Hannah Dion. Amy Catherine De Silva. Stephanie Marie McAvoy. Sarah Maeve Welch. Jeremy Michael Bowser. Gianna DiTore. Alexandra Elizabeth Banks. Todd Xavier Toman. Ashley Elizabeth Sarah. Nadia Alethea Clark. Alice Eleanor Gluhanich. Marie Iva Ring. Charles Taylor Clark. Camara Allsbrooks. Rebecca Danielle Bruthers. Rebecca Danielle Brothers. Jake Gutkies. Cole Philip Valley. Stephen Gerard Como Jr. Emily Claire Borger. Emma Lacey Pontius. The College of Engineering, Dean Dana Humphrey. Amy Elizabeth Franklin. Daniel Edward Burgess. Michael Norman Paquette. Ryan Palmer Hayden. Joseph Paul Berger. Christopher Niles Pike. Jonathan David Hankey. Andrew Philip Manzi. Michael James Fusaris Jr. Brandon Andre Bennett. Emily Mae Doty. Jack Wilson Bruce IV. Chandler Stewart. Matthew Stephen Mills. Sasha Charlotte McLean. Dylan Kroll. Cameron James Grisbowski. Jason Christopher Stevenson. James Kenneth Spaulding. Trevor Douglas Tufts. Sydney Rose Sini. Kaya Lucky. Samuel Reed Parkinson. Bennett Ryan Scully. Benny Ralph McMinnis. Nicholas James Messina. Taylor Jordan Bemis. Courtney Elizabeth Morse. Samantha Elizabeth Brown. Jordan Ann Tremont. Elizabeth Ann Jondro. Rachel Aaron Detweiler. Ryan John Irvine. Wyatt Michael Austin. Colin Patrick Benson. Brad Michael Treniso. Dakota Michael Subdeck. Michael Peter Meyer IV. Matthew Patrick Egan. Jenny Martha Daly. Victoria Ellen Corshane. Matthew Patrick Stewart. Logan Parker. Austin Thomas Edward Kidder. Ryder Joseph Susi. Mason Norrell Chant. Sean David Evans. Hussein Ibrahim Al-Hamadi. Samuel Henderson Baldock. Jacob Martin Neal. Michael Como Belanger. Sarah Jean Grondin. Michael Loy Rober. Sinmisola Demarin. Joshua Aaron Gurgis. Zechariah Douglas Palmeter. Justin Ivan Cottle. Zachary Daniel Pease. Jacob Thomas Fox. Joseph Anthony Varinelli. Andrew Gary Michaud. Dylan Chapin Rideout. Christopher Edward McKinney. Sonia Elizabeth Robert. Casey James Bogan. Mark D. C. Spalding. Gregory Robert Viola. William James Eaton. Samantha Lace Taylor. Tegan Cole Prince. Noelle Victoria Terrio. Lucas Justin Hayden. Chase Stephen Nelson. Owen Patrick Dutill. Evan M. Hensel. Nathan Christopher Gendro. Gabriel Wiseman. Justin Matthew Barron. Rylan Joss Norris. Andrew Scott Van Scalquick. Justin Corey Willis. Takunda David Muzembe. Suleiman Dawood Aldakil. Fahad Abdullah Al-Harbi. Muhammad Abdullah Alamar. Jordan Philip Trafford. Hunter Turner. Ryan James Nichols. Zachary Gordon Hale. Aaron Michael Brown. Stephen Paul Longfellow. Rachel Aaron Holland. Zachary Allen Ladd. Ian Scott Gowell. Ethan Addison Hall. Robert Grout. Connor Robert Pothier. Drew Levine. Samuel Sakata. Brandon Michael Briggs. Dylan Clifford. Erica Paige Bertolasini. Jeremy Dean. Joe Callie. Robert John LaJoy. Taylor Louise Bailey. Todd Christopher Servant. Michael Dominic Christiani. Clayton Garrett Arundel. Jessica Michelle Orienti. Benjamin Terrio. Taylor Pepin. Andrew John Butler. Camden Tyler Clark. Say it. Dmitry Dmitrovich Onashuk. Jason Levi Manley. Samuel Thomas Rock. Amanda Denise Barnett. Paige Alyssa Martin. Bridget Elizabeth Parody. Brianna Audrey Smith. Parker Sometimes Medora. Laura Ann Goffrin. Timothy Ryder Wells. Kyle Harris Holyoke. Joshua Jonathan Scheibels. Michael Sullivan Giles. Trent Thomas Swengel. John James Seekins. Christopher Murphy. Samuel Brewster McDonald. Kyle Christopher Dunn. Jacob Christopher Babbage. Bridget Cullen. Benjamin L. Robichaud. Thomas W. Ants. Zachary Winfield Gold. Richard Andre Perry. Isaiah James Asa Brown. Dylan Thomas Belanger. Cody Lyons. Allie Jean King. Matthew Kyle Orr. Brandon Layton. Elizabeth Marie Waugh. Brian Conlon Kearsley. Matthew John Ireland. Cecil Linwood Kirshner IV. Brennan West. Evan Nelson Levitt. Samuel Ray Stillwell. Cameron Francis Campbell. Garvey Landon Melmed. Dylan Ward Egland. David Andrew Newcomb. Michaela Rogers. Austin James Coleman. Olivia Rose Jernigan. Nicholas Michael Garfield. Ian Alexander Clavette. Drake Anthony Teeters. Daniel A. Norton. Tia Marie Jackson. Ariel Rebecca Frank. Anthony Victor Castro. Patrick Michael Kane. Brian Paul Taylor. Riley Mark Burgess. Devin James Burgess. Connor John Lindahl. Brendan William May. Jack Dunn Henningson. Nicholas Renald Lemieux. Austin Jacob Wilson. Gabriel Blanchard. Oliver Forrest Fenn. Christian Scott Ospland. Jacob Timothy Stevens. Matthew Nathan Blanchard. Mark Anthony Ballinas. Andre Joseph Dupree. Jonathan S. Hinckley. Ethan Smith. Daniel Keith Miles. Sojourn Hendricks Granquist. Ryan Robert Parent. Alexander James Kennedy. Stephen James Croto. John Abbott Miklas. Ryan Stewart Schweitzer. Cole Evan Calnan. Brody Lee Thompson. Silas Andrew Clippert. Nguyen Do Trang Huynh. Tyler Alexander Stanley. Avery Shane Rosso. Zachary Edward Goulet. Kent Ian Lodell Aguilar Seneres. Maximilian Glendon Gary Gefkin. Nicholas Ross LaJoy. Adam Timon Fulmer. Benjamin Michael Faucher. Patrick Allen Leonard. Benjamin Daniel Meltzer. Joseph Robert Martinage. Nicholas Corey. Orlensi Harasme. Edward Richard Gutierrez Clark. Alex Hall Porter. Ryan Darrell Ferris. Amir M. Shabana. John Francis Martin. Kyle Gavin Wickstrom. Alec Sanders Hazelwood. John Patrick Conlon. Brendan Joseph Whalen. Kyle Richard Schumacher. Daniel Jeffrey Parody. Benjamin I. Schaff. Aaron Jordan Ballou. Dalton Jacob Bennett. Zachary T. Goulet. River Wind Robertson. Austin Roger Shea. Jesse Daniel Levitt. Ryan Mason Hamill. Zachary A. Ramsdell. Spencer Cleary. Riley Pinio McKay. Berkai Payal. Pascal Chambaranama. Eric Tishimi. Alexander Michael Crowell. Logan D. Merrill. Justin Philo Bierce. James Levi Harvey. Max Richard McCabe. Graham Michael Freem. Joseph William Frazier. William Joseph Grover. Hannah J. Gallant. Alec Ross Peachy. Brendan Jacob Giroux. Jacob David Sutcliffe. Matthew Knoll. Lucas James Preble. Joseph Jeffrey Lancaster. Matthew David Vashon. Ryan Avery Erskine. Emma Jo Wilkinson. Michael Edward Hammond. Jacob Michael Gendro. Caleb James Martin. Kevin Lefevre. Patrick William LaLiberty. Quinn Marie McKay. Keith Earl Thomas Sample. Nathan William Allen. Jeremiah Fenn. Marshall Jonathan Deckers. Michael Matthew Mantoni. Shania Rose Evangelista. Tyler James O'Keefe. Stephanie Ann Olaf. Liam Payson Wade. Evan Paul Raymond. Austin Lee Stewart. Matthew Young Rabasco. Quinn P. Warren. Tyler Patrick Sherman. Matthew Duncan Oliver. Anthony Lewis Garudi. Emily Catherine Kucher. Abigail Stella McGee. Justin David Puckett. Majid Aljami. Alexa Kip Smith. Christopher Michael Albert. Emily Rose Dumont. Joshua Earl Gordon. Alex Michael Marchand. Michael Christian Herter. Joey Enai. Corey Allen Peterson. Aaron Richard Bissonette. Casey Marie Johnston. Thulfikar Sahed Al-Sadi. Justin Reed Gonyer. Terry Andrew Hayden. Sarah J. Kelly. Amar Almazi. Yusuf Ali. Cole Henry Gallant. Sean Matthew Mitchell. Nathan James Rice. And Jeffrey George Weeks, Jr.
As we bring our commencement ceremony to a close, I would like to share some words of encouragement with you as you transition to the next chapters in your lives. I too am in transition with a retirement looming on the 1st of July. So this is my last commencement as president, and I have thoroughly enjoyed it. And while my transition is coming near the end of my career, and your transition is coming at the beginning of yours, I share your sense of anticipation about what's next. And I'm sure there's some anxiety as well, and please know I share that too. But know that change is good, challenges make us stronger, and learning never ends. We all hope that your time on campus has equipped you for the journey to come. The years ahead will be exciting. You'll be growing careers and families. At the same time, recognize that your education can serve the greater good and find ways to give back. You'll be very busy, but even small contributions from many people have great cumulative impact and make our society stronger, more vibrant, and more equitable. Just look at what we accomplished on Maine Day, the meal pack out on Maine Day. Every scoop of foodstuffs added up, and together, we packed more than 85,000 meals that were distributed to people in need statewide. That's an outstanding achievement, and the message is quite clear. No act of engagement is too small to make a difference. So congratulations to each of you as members of the class of 2018. This concludes the University of Maine's 216th commencement ceremony. I want to thank Professor and Conductor Dr. Ginger Yang Wallach and the ceremonial brass. Music director and reader Danny Williams. Accompanist Dr. Laura Artisani and the members of the Black Bear Men's Chorus. Senator Susan Collins, Trustee Johnson, and others involved in making this ceremony a wonderful event. Now, will the audience... Will the audience please rise and remain standing as the stage party, faculty, and graduates leave the arena? And please join the Black Bear Men's Chorus as they lead us in singing the Stein Song, found on page 4 of the program.